Okay. Hi world. Hi YouTube. Hi folks. Hope you're doing great. Good. Hope you're doing better than me. So I have a lot of things going on in my life. I'm like I want to be a successful person in life. I want to have a happy life. You know, and I maybe even have a happy wife. Although that saying is for the betas. But what I'm trying to get at is that I'm fighting on multiple fronts. Just like the Wehrmacht was in World War II, I guess, or some analogy there. No, I'm not a Nazi army, but I want to just talk about. I'm hearing a big echo right now. Hopefully, you guys can even hear me, right? Let me start again. Let me start again. Hi, folks. I just want to make sure my microphone is close by because I know that the audio is not great, but it should be fine. Yeah. Okay. So I'm recording. But I decided that I'm going to make a little stress diagram, and I'm going to share it with y'all because, this is an exercise that I was going to do in my notebook, but I figure I'll share it with y'all because I think it would be of some use to other people, And for context, man, I've just been doing call it journal entries, self-recordings, basically anything I can do to mirror myself and just kind of better diagnose myself, audit myself, and just kind of get a sense as to where I'm going. Sometimes I get a little delusional in these recordings. Sometimes I talk too much. So I decided that I'm going to go ahead and just share with y'all this little exercise that I think will help because visualizing things can be very powerful. The power of visualization. And so that's the thing about being, a smart cat. You think a lot about the future. You think a lot about the past. You forget about the present. And you can find yourself getting really stressed out. And so I'm trying to fight on multiple fronts. And so let's start with I would probably argue the most fundamental one for me. Okay? And you guessed it. Oh, I'm already not even spelling it right. Hold on. Woman. Am I right, guys? A woman. You know what I'm talking about. Right there. Do I have to say anything more? Woman. Or I would say lack of, maybe. Or maybe we'll just say lack of love or something like that. Question mark? Because I do get a lot of love out here, folks. The birds love me. Squirrels love me, okay? The sunlight loves me, okay? Old Joe down the street, he be waving at me. I wave back, okay? But for me, it's really just I think I just conflate love with woman, right? Am I right, guys? So, the good thing, though, the good news is that I can confidently say that I'm a jardinero, which in Spanish means gardener, okay? And the way I see it, folks, is really, there's a lot of things you can do as a man to give to a woman. But I think the thing for me that just seems to be the easiest is just nurturing a woman. But the only way you can nurture a woman is as a man, you're not being a nice guy. That's pretty fucking gay, right? You're not trying to I don't know, you're not trying to validate her emotions because half the time she's full of it anyways. So anyways, the main point is just that there's a way to give a woman good, what I would call spiritual energy. And that's what I'm calling it, spiritual energy. Call it a warrior spirit, whatever you want to call it. Gonna call it the love of Jesus Christ. Because by the way, he was definitely a warrior, an impeccable warrior. Okay, for all you people out there are seeking personal power, if you know what I'm talking about. So that said, there's a way to give, and I've just been able to find that I have found a secret sauce to just give that woman that kind of love, and it starts with frame. Okay, the key here. The key here, I'm going to change the color, okay? The key here is frame, okay? Where am I going to put it? We'll just draw the frame. We'll just draw a little frame. We'll just do this. Just there you go. Okay, this is frame, okay? Some sort of framework. No, we're not putting her in prison. I've learned this from a woman, by the way, incredible woman, who has incredible, she knows herself real well, but it's just you're just getting all of her plum fairies that are in her mind, and you're just kind of surrounding her. You're kind of you're literally the canvas, right? That's a canvas. You're the canvas to her to her femininity. That's what the masculine can provide, right? You know what I'm talking about, fellas. We put the food on the table, we hunt the buffalo, and we start the damn fire, and we keep everybody warm. That's right. So just know that, like, that's what I've been exploring a lot. But here's the thing, there's no woman that has seemed to be at the core of my frame, right? Like, I have women that come and go. They kind of get in the frame a little bit and then they leave, right? It's kind of like, like that whole island analogy that I've heard, that men are islands, and women are on these boats just traveling around looking for the right island to thrive in, basically. So there is a degree of money. I think money, I guess we'll do green. I mean, money's part of it, right? Because, money is resources, right? I'm going to draw a little log of wood over here on this side, but they're the same thing, okay? Money, whether it's logs of wood, whether it's money, it's the same thing. Let's also draw like some sort of arrowhead here, okay? I'm going to draw a little arrowhead. Maybe it's an arrow of love, okay? So the idea is, men can just kind of provide that frame, because we are, at heart, men are like rationalists. Like, if not, we die. Like if you don't want to understand gravity, okay, don't understand gravity, but then you're gonna die. You're gonna die like a fool, right? So anyways, so woman, that's a big thing. And here's the problem that I'm having is that, and this is stress. But the mistake I'm making right now is that I'm thinking that a woman's going to solve my problems. Here's the reality, guys. Woman ain't going to solve nothing. Okay? She can't solve nothing. You hear that, ladies? You can't solve men's problems, and you're not supposed to. It's not your job. So stop trying, mother, to solve your boy's problems. No. It's men have to learn how to figure it out themselves, because if they can't figure it out themselves, who will for them? Nobody. Okay? And so, the best you can I think you can hope for is have another man teach you and inspire you. But you're going to have to deal with the whole ego pride thing, and let's not get started with that, right? And so, we live in a good time because, when you look around, everything's been built by some man's hands or some man's mind. Okay, we're talking like the house I'm in, the electricity, the plumbing, you name it. Okay, the shelter that we have today is because some dude at some point put in the labor, right? So that's where we're at. That's a big thing. And so just understand, you're living in a blessed time especially as a young man. Yeah, sure, none of the girls love you and stuff, but guess what? You've got godfathers who have essentially built where you're at. Okay, and they literally had to go through wars and stuff to get to where we are today. Some of them never made it. Okay, so just that's just something to think about. So anyways, woman's part of it, but I would really say that probably the main stressor for me. I'm gonna erase. Oh, oopsies. I was gonna erase this. It's turning gray. Can I redraw this? I want to just draw the white again. Hold on. I need this thing to be wider. Brush strokes. Yes. Give me them long strokes. There you go. Oh yeah, that's nice. That's therapeutic right there. Okay, I'm just gonna put the love we're gonna just make it nice juicy red. Love. How do I change the width of my? Yeah, we'll just make it red, guys. Love. I'm gonna make the E pink. Yeah, let's do that. Throw a little pink in there. All right, lack of love. Okay. So that's one aspect that's stressing me out. Okay, so that's it's kind of like the core of it all in a real sense. Because from there on you have children and family and blah blah blah. But I think you all got the picture. All right. Next thing that I want to talk about, another cornerstone for me, is training. I'm just gonna write training. Okay. I did jiu-jitsu yesterday, and I remember in high school I did wrestling, and I just remember I felt so guilty the days that I skipped practice because it was too hard. I was too sore, and I'm not working my hardest when I skipped. and then you got like the whole like discipline. I'm gonna put discipline in question mark. Discipline. Like right, we're talking like Jocko Willink. Discipline 4:30 in the morning. All that stuff, right? Discipline question mark. Bitch. Like, am I a bitch? Let's just ask that. I'm gonna write that question. Am I bitch? Okay. And so that's kind of what's going through my mind. Am I bitch? Right. Okay. And I think I'm gonna be real frank and just say that a lot of this is kind of ego. This is just ego, or maybe it's pride. I don't know. Same thing. Maybe it's honor. Maybe it's all the same. I don't know. I feel like maybe it is possible to maybe have like positive pride, or like negative pride. I don't know. But you look at the great men in life. They may not be happy, but they're fucking amazing. Okay, they got some fucking honor. Okay, so this is a training. I'm gonna say Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Okay, boom. Right, so that's another cornerstone. I was very busy yesterday in that sense. I think the last cornerstone for me is, I talked about money, but like let me be more specific. Business. Okay, and by the way, folks, it's not business, it's busyness. I don't know why people don't know how to pronounce it correctly. It's busyness. How do you spell business, man? Fuck, I don't know. Anyways, I think is it 2 S's? It might be 2 S's. Is it bussin'? It's bussin'. Okay? Busyness. 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 I did not spell that right. It's a state of being. It's a state of life. Okay? It's not just like, making money and stuff. No. It's a state of mind, my guy. Okay? And lady. Okay? It's busyness. Busyness. Why is this thing black? I want this thing to be white. Gosh, this thing is freaking racist. All right. Hold on. We're having technical difficulties, and I'm getting royally irritated right now. All right, we're going to get it. This is my problem. Just like a little perfectionism. Just like it's never perfect. So it's just like I want to be perfect. Why can't I change the color anymore? Doing that bit, change the color for me because I want to freaking draw. You're not doing it. You're not cooperating. Okay, come on. Yes. There you go. Okay, we're doing great. I'm feeling good, guys. Oh, yeah. You don't know how good that feels. Okay. Busyness. Business. I think I still spelled it wrong, but hey, good enough. Business. Not perfect. Never will be. It's okay. Only God is perfect. Something like that. Business. Busyness. Right. And so I have a few things that I'm trying to work on. First, I mean, really the core of it is it's just YouTube, or as Bruno, or not Bruno, as Borat would say, it's a YouTube. Boom, YouTube. And I have a couple ideas. I can share them. The more I talk about them, the more I can manifest them. Okay. One of them is just like, easy money. I don't know what to call it. Easy money. Just something that gets a lot of views. Right? Easy money. Right? Easy money. And the equation is basically like you want to get views, viewership. Right? You want to get views. Okay. And I had a few, I've bought a few courses. Shout out to Matt Parr. I'm like trying to figure out I've spent, about a $600 course. Hopefully it's worth my money. But I got to make money. I got to make money in the short term, bro. Why? Why do you ask? Because I got to pay rent, bro. My guy, I got to pay rent. Oh gosh, That E was rent. Okay, so I have about like a month of rent right now, maybe 2 months. My car is broken down still. The car part didn't arrive. They sent me the wrong part and all this. So it's not gonna arrive for like another week or so. I may have to like walk to the AutoZone to like fix that. Maybe that's what I gotta do. I'm gonna trust the process though, and just relax. Like I gotta learn how to relax on that and just not get obsessed with the car, because I'm like obsessed with the car because it's just like car equals money, because then I can go back to my lame job. It wasn't a lame job. I shouldn't say that. It was actually a great job. I'm sorry, universe. It was a great job. It was a good job, but I know I can do a lot more. Right? I know I could do a lot more with my time. And so that's one. And then the other one I have is Cliodynamics. It's a recent scientific field that I've learned. It's history. Clio is history in Greek, and dynamics is change. So it's like the measurement of history mathematically. And I have this War II thing that I want to work on and stuff. So like that's like that may be my life task. And that may involve like a fuck ton of programming or coding, I don't know how long this is going to take, guys and gals. This may take me like months to learn, years. Right? And it's like, it may not pay the rent next month or the month after. Right? So that's why, but it is business. These are like some of my business ideas that I have right now. Okay. And so, it can be a little stressful. Just, another way to describe business is just try newness. Okay. That's what it is, guys. And again, when I'm trying something new, it does go back to that ego. I am going to freaking totally box in that one. Okay, I left a little gap there, okay, so that when she's ready to think outside the box, she can get out. Okay. I'm going to need her to think outside the box because my frame doesn't know all of reality. Somehow she knows things about reality that I don't. So, try newness, okay? So, it is a battle with the ego in a real sense. It's a battle with the ego. It's that resistance that the Marine who wrote the book Art of War speaks about. Maybe I ought to do the affiliated marketing, because I tried it and then, like, the Amazon told me like I didn't set up my account right. But it's like, resistance, okay? Resistance, folks. Especially, it doesn't really matter if you're a guy or a girl, because a lot of these gals out here are pretty much dudes anyways, or dudettes, okay? Resistance. Face your resistance. Face your fears. It's the easiest way to grow. And I'm telling this to not just to y'all, but I'm telling this to myself. But sometimes it's hard. It can be really hard to face resistance. And I feel like usually the counterbalance is the stress, okay? So it's like you got to find that balance. You want to get that good stress to resistance ratio, I feel like. And that's what I'm trying to figure out. So what else? So we talked about woman and like just family, shelter, just sort of thing, being a human. Talked about training. I mentioned jiu-jitsu, but, coding, I would say coding kind of like also falls under training in a way. Just building skills. It's not just, I don't want to cross that out, but it's like training, it's skills, okay? Learning new skills. Same thing with business. And again, it's just like learning new skills. So there was that. What else? There was one more thing that was sort of stressing me out. I think the last one, I'm just going to put it just right here. Rent. Okay? Rent stressing me out a little bit. Okay? I guess my broken down car also creates a little stress. Okay? What else? I think that's really it. So this is sort of like a diagram of like, just like what's going on in my mind, like the back of my mind at least, or the front of my mind. Excuse me. I think it's the front of my mind. We'll call this, this is the front of my mind, right? This is what's going on in the front of my mind pretty much. And yeah, am I a bitch? Am I being disciplined? What about my ego? What about my honor? Programming, Cliodynamics, creating a successful YouTube channel quickly so I can, make some money. I don't know how short term that really is. What about women? What about like training, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu? What about paying for rent? What about my car? These are the things that are stressing me out. In hindsight, none of this stuff is really like do or die, but it's just like another day in the life. And, I'm just fighting all of them. And so I need to like tackle each one at a time. And so I think the key for me is going to be just like, I'm going to like put sunlight all around this, okay? Just going to put some freaking sunlight, okay? Because this is like, the sunlight is going to be what heals me, right? The sunlight, I know I'm going to write. I'm going to use an oil brush here. I'm going to go here, okay? The key, I think, to all of this, to like the way to deal with my stress, is to nurture my spirit. Okay? That's what I'm talking about, folks. You know what I'm talking about. My spirit. Okay? I'm not just talking about the cigarettes, neither. I'm talking about my spirit. Okay? All right? So I think this is the key, folks. So this is why, like, the meditation, like the mindfulness and the zenness and all that, it just outshines everything else. Kind of just makes everything seem just like a bunch of material obsessions, right? A bunch of just carbon matter. And it's like, nah, like the spirit just transcends all of that. And so this is where, like, trusting the process, having faith, you know, if you want to use that word, I still find myself feeling kind of odd when I say the word faith for some reason. Maybe it's like too Christian-y for me, but like it's just the idea that I got a spirit in here, okay, and I got like these like I got this fire of passion, and I want to transform it into a fire of spirit, okay, transform the flame into the light, okay, and so that's where I'm at, folks. In this journey. Hopefully this was interesting. I recommend doing a little diagram like this yourself. I might even do this. I did it once today, but I got to figure out like what I'm doing as soon as this recording ends, okay? Because right now it's 11:40, okay? And I'm just trying to figure out like it's noon. Am I gonna go to jiu-jitsu this evening? Maybe let myself know now that I don't have to go. Let me start with that, okay? You know, I don't have to go to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Maybe I should. It's in my best interest to go, but it's like I don't have to bust my balls to go if it means that like I'm killing myself like by inducing all the stress into myself for no dang reason. So, you know, one problem at a time. So let me create like a hierarchy of priorities. I think the first one for me is just going to be we already established the first one. It's the spirit, okay? Just be mindful. Just chill out, my guy, you know. No need to smoke cannabis. I don't need it right now. To just relax. I don't need to smoke nothing to relax. I don't need no alcohol. I don't need no caffeine. I don't need no food like that. None of it. To just de-stress. None of it. Okay? So that's the first thing. Spirit. You know, de-stress. Just like be mindful. Mindfulness. I want to write that word down. Well, right here. Let's change the brush. Just regular brush. No. That one's too rigid. Let's try like maybe a natural pencil. No, it's too pale. Let's try maybe watercolor. Ooh. Oh, no. It's the same thing. Let's just do a marker. Just like them business guys like to do. Mindfulness. Okay? Just be mindfulness, man. Just enjoy the present. You know, I can sit outside on my porch, enjoy the sunlight. People watch for a few minutes. No rush. No rush. Right? That's the thing, folks. God doesn't want you rushing. Okay? If you're rushing through something, you're not doing it right. Relax. Take your time. But don't waste your time neither. So, yeah. I'm going to also write down like, I'm going to write in green, if you know where I'm going with this. Steadiness. No. Take time. Okay? Even today, man. Today does not need to be a day where I have to feel like I was when I was in high school, running all over the place, applying to whatever, colleges, and trying to stress out about wrestling, stress out about my AP exams, blah, blah, blah. No. If I'm stressing out, I ain't doing it right. Take my time. I don't want to put that negative sweat into what I'm doing. Okay, take my time. All right, boom. What else? I think trust the process. The money thing is not going to be an issue. But like I also understand that like this is like prime time. This is a good time to start making those videos. I can feel a lot of inner resistance in creating the YouTube channel. So maybe I'm just going to go with the hardest thing first. Let me focus on the YouTube. Okay. YouTube, whatever it is I'm gonna do. I don't know what video I'm gonna make, but like something cool YouTube channel, YouTube niche. That's the key word. Find that niche. Okay, and start making videos. Try to make 33 videos. And so I don't know. My heart's telling me to focus on the actual data science thing, because I could actually I know that I can make some pretty good videos with that. I could even do data science today and maybe do that. Or do I just do something that I don't want to do because I'm just pressed for money? I think I already know the answer, guys. This YouTube easy money, like the easy thing, man, is focus on the Cliodynamics. Okay. And so the next thing for me is going to be data science. And I can do some data science today. For sure. And I can make a video about data science. And I can upload it to YouTube. And I can share my work online. Okay, let's go all in. YOLO. Okay. Weird feeling. My plan B, by the way, is get my car fixed. And my car part's not going to arrive till next week. So I have a lot of time to wait. I have plenty of money to go buy food if I need food. Okay. I have a healthy body. I can walk, no problem. Okay. But just know that I'm going to write it down, just like a little log for a foundation, but it's just plan B, it's just go back to my construction job. Okay. I'll put it in orange. Plan B, construction. No problem, man. And I should be able to make it in time. So I'm good. This is taken care of, man. Okay, I'm in the safe zone. Okay, don't have to worry about the money right now. I don't even have to worry about making YouTube or whatever. All I gotta do is just optimize the channel that I already currently have, which is the Cliodynamics. And just focus on just optimizing this channel. Optimize. Okay, that's what I'm trying to focus on right now. Optimize. Okay, and then I can use X. It's not Twitter anymore, but use X. Promote my channel. I'll put it in the description below if you want to support any of my work. If you want to support me as a scientist effectively, you want to support my research, in Cliodynamics, which is the mathematics of history, or the mathematization of history. Check out my other channel. It's called I think I've called it 19 to 21st century military Cliodynamics, it's called World War II Cliodynamics, and my focus is going to be on just trying to mathematically, to the best of my ability, analyze World War II. And so it's a very interesting field. We're focusing on the Eastern Front. So we're not focusing on the Russo-Ukrainian war, which is happening right now. We're focusing on the Nazi-Soviet war. But the battlefields were the same locations. So if you want to check that out, if you want to support my work, if this video is of use to you and you want to help me in any way, of course, it's up to you. Check out my channel, give it a like, give it a comment, share it with a friend, whatever, help me get the viewership, okay, and help me monetize my channel, because that's going to be the easiest way for me to kind of basically, to put it frankly, unfuck myself from all the things I've gone through. It's going to help me find value, find something that's meaningful for me and for others, and allow me then to also hopefully pay rent. We'll see. So we'll see. I really don't know. I don't want to do it just for the money. That's not the reason why I want to do it. But it's been clear to me that spending all my time and energy doing just other things like other jobs has actually distracted me from my work. It takes away from my focus. It requires a lot of focus. Data science, programming, understanding new mathematics, whatever. It's like, I wish I could tell you that I'm good at it, but I find myself struggling a lot to learn that stuff. So, so I'm not going to work for a corporation in this field. The field doesn't seem to be no one seems to be doing it. So I'm going to do it. This is going to be like my bread and butter, my guns and butter, if you will. And so check it out. It's going to be a great way to support. But outside of that, this is our kind of plan of action. So this is what I'm probably going to do for the next week or so. And I think if I'm going to be cooped up in here all day, just working on my research and trying to promote my channel and whatnot, then yeah, maybe I might do the jiu-jitsu this evening just to socialize. Again, it's important to have a social life in all of this, right? So that's what I have today. Thank you so much for tuning in. And take care. Peace out.